And
I just feel like I would date with somebody with a kid, but also like with some reasons, because I just feel like when you get to know somebody with a kid, it takes away the excitement of you having with the same person like your first child. You know? So when
oh,
you
like
have
that
that
joy,
excitement,
that excitement.
So for her, if she has a kid, it's normal. It's her second child. Then for you, it's your first child.
Yeah, I mean that is something.
So your excitement is all the way up in the roof, and then her excitement is low.
Yeah, it's like you don't get to have that excitement of
Together.
Yeah, being with somebody who's having a kid for the first time as well, and you get to raise the kid for 9 months together until the lady gives birth. I mean, I get what you mean.
But I'll be open to it. Like, that's the only concern I have, because I just feel like when somebody had a kid, like they had all options to get rid of this pregnancy, and I respect the point of keeping the pregnancy and giving birth to this child.
Raising the child.
I give
and more even
of respect to
more
this
even
person.
them being a single parent.
Yes,
that is credit right.
Yeah, if I'm rating them, like their rating is all the way up there than somebody who like, because we know there's plenty of people that are getting rid of this.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And I respect such decisions of current pregnancy and giving birth to a kid.
Welcome you again to the Raw Voices channel again. Welcome back to a new video. Welcome to the podcast where we talk about real life, we talk about mistakes and your bad decisions that almost made sense at 2 a.m. Okay, but before we get into today's video, I want you guys to know two things about anything called a podcast or something people sit down and have conversations about. First of all, it contains strong opinions. Okay. Second of all, none of them should be taken too seriously.
Personal.
Yeah, you don't have to take anything we say too personal. You don't have. It's all about entertainment. Just passing some time, sharing information, and spending time with friends and people you want to be around. That is one thing that is one reason why we do what we do. Okay, but yeah, it's your boy Jonathan again. Welcome you again to a new video. We're gonna be talking about something a little not crazy, but
kind of sensitive.
Yeah, it's kind of sensitive, but we hope you all enjoy.
Yes, and still your boy XOVIC Zolvik, and we're back again with another video. Thanks for all that subscribe, liking and leaving comments on our videos. Don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever I drop a video, you always get the notification for the new videos. Let's start off with some of the reviews we've got from the previous videos. What are some of the crazy reviews you've got?
Bro, I mean, people haven't commented so much on the videos, but I've gotten feedback as a person from people, that
people are reaching out and
I've had somebody once told me, actually not even once, they told me twice. On the first, it was the Valentine's video, and then the second one was the most recent we just dropped. Somebody told me one of us is annoys her so much.
Who are they saying?
They didn't tell me who it is. They didn't mention who it is.
Hopefully it wasn't me.
I mean, I kind of hope it is me. I like to be, causing some trouble here and there, but it's not that serious.
I just feel like when people say that, it's remember when they say the truth hurts really bad.
Yeah. Truth.
Maybe we are saying some truthfulness. Yeah. I've got some people that have said me and our friend Gala we are against women. We are not favoring women, and we are not being typical men, as they said. And that was funny because I know that's wrong, and they sided with you because you're always on the women's side.
Oh, I'm always on the ladies' side.
Yeah.
I mean, I be talking about real things
but I think you're talking what they like. You're saying what they like to hear from a man.
I think that's what
I don't know. So
I guess I'm meant to say what women want to hear, but no, it's not that. But yeah, but we really do appreciate all the feedback. You guys are really like encouraging us to keep going, and we really feel the pressure. We love it. It
Yeah.
feels energetic. It's good vibes, good energy. Thank you so much. We can't be grateful enough.
It's a good way to have an interaction with your community.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We love it that at least we're trying to, trying to get interactive with different people. Personally, I'm reaching out to a few people, about like,
The open position.
yeah, the open position of joining us and all that. And we still urge you guys, whoever wants to come and join us on our podcast. It's just simple conversations. It's nothing crazy. I know we all have that anxiety at first, and if you want to know how big or the differences we've found from the first video we made, you can go down to the first video we made, and you will definitely see how it comes building up. We all don't start something perfect. You start from somewhere, then you keep on building, and yeah. So feel free to reach out. We're very open to anybody who wants to come through, say something. It's just conversations. If you might have something you find interesting that you might want to share with other people, or people out there to listen. You're welcome. Nobody's restricted here. It's a everybody's thing. So yeah.
So what are we talking about today?
So we'll get right into today's topic. We're going to kind of break down something that the community has found like kind of sensitive. We're going to look at like how like the relationship between step parents and, I should say, is it step children as well?
I don't say step children.
Yeah. So we want to like, is it true all step parents are rude to children they don't give birth, or they not who are not their original children from birth, or children they've met because they got married to somebody else after things happen. So personally, I don't think all step parents are bad. I think it first of all comes with patience to adjust, like both the two family sides, to adjust within the situation and learn how to live together.
Get used to each
coordinate.
other's
Yeah, you get to learn what the other person likes, what I don't like. It just comes with that.
Time.
Yeah, with time you get to understand who you're really dealing with. But on the other side, we've seen step parents who are really rough on children they've not given birth to. They decide to push their kids out of the circle, and then these kids that they met, let me say if it is a lady, or no, I'll say a man. If it is a man who married a lady and a lady had kids, most times it is not actually so bad with the dads. I feel like dads easily connect with children, because it comes with you being in a relationship with a person who has kids.
Yeah.
Or let me say a lady who has kids. As men, we understand that once a lady has a kid or a baby or a child, it is easier for that person to like you more, or like love you more, when you bring their kids closer, But is this the same thing they do when, let me say, if the mom is not around, or the real parents to these kids are not around? Is it the same thing the dad portrays, or is it the same thing, let me say, the stepmom portrays? Is it the same way they treat these children,
To cut you short about the man and woman, like chemistry of like kids, I just feel like the ladies spend more time with the kids than the man does, because of work and stuff. Dads are not always home, so they always have like a small encounter with the children.
Yeah.
So they don't get to really spend time with them. So it comes off as they are okay with them. Sometimes it's true, but sometimes it's because they're not really getting time to spend with these kids to get to really know them and build that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a good relationship between the kids and the dad. With the mom's side or with the lady, I just feel like sometimes we get people get step wives or step
Parents.
parents
Mhm.
who are not interested in kids.
Yeah.
So if you get to know somebody, or if you get into a relationship with somebody that didn't want kids and you have kids, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, but I feel like it is more of like stepmoms. I mean, according to cases we've seen and had, it is very rare where you find like a stepdad
Having a problem.
having a problem with the kids. You know,
100%.
it is most cases it's always like the stepmom who has a problem with a child of the man. You know, or she just finds like there is no love for this kid. What are some of the things you might think?
That bring it.
That bring that to.
I feel like stepmoms don't have problems with these kids, but sometimes I feel like it comes from the relationship of their mom with a new wife.
No,
So if
actually, wait.
there is bad banter between the lady in the house and then the mom to the kids, you don't expect that woman to treat these kids very well because they're not in good terms with the mom for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So to revenge or to put that bad energy onto the other lady, she's going to
Portray it on the kid.
on the kids, exactly. So I feel like it comes from that relationship of the two.
I mean, it could be, but on the other side as well, we've seen stepchildren as well who have made statements and they're like, I don't like my stepmom. I want to be with my mom, you know. So I feel like sometimes it also starts with how the kids treat like their step parents as well. If you kind of put some bad energy, like trying to insist on me, I want my mom. It kind of intimidates your stepmom or stepdad to feel like, oh, so this kid is definitely showing me they don't want to be around me, you know. I'll show them. I'll give them a test of who I really am. You know, I feel like that is something also that contributes.
I just feel like kids are not bad people, but kids just go off the energy they get.
Yeah.
Well enough, like you can't grow to love this woman because you don't know them.
Yeah.
They're a stranger to you. You have your mom, she's there, you know, you feel comfortable around your mom. But I just feel like if they get this bad energy from you, we're talking about an age of, I would say like 12 and below. For this point.
Yeah, before like a kid gets in the age where they feel like they're starting to make their decisions or they want to decide stuff for themselves.
Yeah. Kids are not bad people, like, so if you give them good energy, they won't love you in the first place.
Yeah.
But if you're nice to them,
they will learn how to love you.
Exactly. They will learn to love you and feel comfortable around you. But from the age of like 12, 13, like from teenage years to
Until you become an adult.
Yeah, then that's really hard.
That age is tricky for sure.
It's really hard for those kids to get to love you and feel comfortable around you.
Yeah, because the kid even gets to the point where you want to tell them to do something and then they're like, you're not my parent. Who are you to tell me? You know? So it brings in like disobedience and disrespect to the step parent. So I feel like no matter how much like people haven't like always looked at what the kid might have done to face like the root side of their step parents.
Yeah.
I think it is also like one of the big reasons why step parents sometimes act the way they act. You know.
But how do you feel like that will be solved? What's the way to go around that? Because
first of all,
she's already in the house and you're already staying in the house. She's there. So what's the best way moving forward?
First of all, it is. I feel like it is something that has to start with your mentality. Like your mentality should naturally just kick in and tell you, okay, you know, this is the change of situation. I'm not with my mom, I'm not with my dad. I have to go with the flow. I have to make sure everything is, you know, in a good position for me to be in this place, and you know. But there are people who just decide and they're like, no, I'm not going to even try to build a relationship with my step parents. You know, but it is something that is good, because I don't believe that somebody just wakes up from nowhere in the morning and then they decide to act bad towards someone. You know.
I just feel like it starts with the parents. So if you're a mom to these kids and you left them with their dad, I just feel like the best way moving forward is create a relationship with this woman, make her your friend, just for the benefit of your kids. Even if it's on the other side, if you're a man, try to create
like a good environment, a good home environment.
Yeah, and a good relationship with this man. Because if you're in a good relationship with this man, this person in the house is gonna treat your kids like their kids.
Yeah.
Because you're in good terms with them.
So are you trying
and
to
remember,
say,
like, the bad energy that comes from the kids, sometimes it's the information the biological parent, the parent that's not in the picture, gives to them.
Yeah.
They could call them and be like, does that woman give you food? Do you eat enough? Like, tell me what's going on, you know? They try to create bad, and they don't try to, but they're being concerned and thoughtful for their kids.
I mean, it is also possible that the biological parent could also create bad energy for the kid to hate their step parents.
Yeah.
Because if the biological parent is still there and they're still talking, she obviously she doesn't want her kid to be in another man's or lady's hands that is not her parent. Even if, you know, things happen that way.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it is going to get to a point where the biological parent will be like, oh, that lady or that guy, that man, you don't have to trust him, he's not good. I know some bad things about them.
Yeah.
You know, so it kind of paints like that bad image of the step parents in the kids' faces, so which intimidates them and pushes them to just develop that hate or like grief about the other parent that just came into their life.
Yeah.
But at the end of it all, it comes back to like learning how to adjust with time. You know, learning like the things that the families stand on. You know, you have to learn how to consider other people, how they feel about how you treat them and all that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to expect a kid who is in their teenage, who is still going through adolescence, to understand how to, you know, understand how to negotiate and be mindful of how they treat people, because they don't have that knowledge as yet, you know. So it is something I really find. Actually, let me tell you this: there is step parents you're going to find, and they will love you like to the core. They will do everything for you that sometimes not even your biological parents would do for you.
The point is that when somebody gets into a relationship with kids, they always put their best foot forward by, first of all, building a good relationship with the kids.
Yeah. Because
if you have a good relationship with the kids, you're going to strengthen your relationship with your partner that's the parent to the kids.
Yeah. I feel like once you understand that you're bringing a different parent into a child's a step parent into a child's life, I feel like you need to communicate everything clearly to the kids to understand what is going on.
If they really sit down and listen to you, that's also another thing.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you're the parent, you're supposed to be open.
Because if you want to talk to them and they don't, they just walk away like, they don't respect you. They can't sit down and listen to you.
I mean, that is this generation that
just
where I come from. If you walked out of a parent's side,
don't forget the step parent. You know, because your dad or your mom could be telling you otherwise, to like this person and blah blah, and you don't feel like it. I just feel like by the end of the day, the kids are the victims, and when it comes to the point that the two parents are trying to do co-parenting, where like the dad has the kids for some time,
and then the mom has to have them.
So they're getting information, like information is going into this ear.
Other
information is going.
They have to balance what they get from the mom and the dad now.
The nurturing is different, because when they stay with their dad, they see something else. When they go to their mom, they see something else. So this is gonna be like traumatic to the kids, and it's gonna affect them long term.
Yeah, I mean, actually, when you really think about it, if a step parent is rude to kids, it really affects them in so many things.
True.
First of all, this is something that deals with their mental health. You know, they have to go to school, you know, learn how to figure out life and all that. Now, if they have to deal with a parent who has not been there for them and all that, I mean, things happen.
Yeah.
You know, we've had friends, we've seen people who have told us, who have told their stories, and they've told you how they've grown up with their step parents, even through the worst situations, and eventually, you know, they're doing okay because they had no option. They had to just go through it and understand how to live with the situation, because at that point you have nothing to do.
Yeah, and sometimes like there's some kids that grow up and they grow up to like these step parents even more than their biological parents. Because like people split up for different reasons. Like you could have a reason where the kid just doesn't feel like it was strong enough for you to live.
Yeah, for sure.
They will just feel like they were abandoned. And
they didn't get enough support.
Yeah, and then they felt safe around this new person their parent like brought into their lives, and they go to like them and just forget about their biological parents.
Yeah, but it just takes some time to, you know, juggle around and learn how to deal with people's emotions, especially if you start, you know, it is actually easier to deal with an adult, a new person who is grown up in your life, than learning how to deal with a kid, because this kid still has so much to learn and you know, see how things really work with life. You know, everything they see you do, they are going to just paste it into their minds. You know, so it's something I find okay. I mean, I don't mind if I'm not saying it is bad to have step parents. Step parents out there that are good really exist. You know, so it depends how people really decide to treat each other.
So I'll ask you a question, like if you're separated with your, let's say, wife, or but you had kids with them, what's the best time to introduce these new people or the people you're dating and you're wanting to get into a relationship with to your kids? When is it the right time to introduce those people to your kids? Because if you rush into the introductions of these people you're dating to the kids, it's going to affect them.
Yeah, they start thinking about it.
Yeah, so if you're going to introduce each and every one you date to these kids, it's going to be like, it's a bad nurturing for kids. They're going to grow up seeing that and feel like it's okay. So the question is like, when is the right time to introduce these people to your kids?
I feel like introducing a new person you're dating into your children's life, you must be sure about who you're deciding to bring into this kid's life. You must be sure that, okay, this is somebody I look at and I'm willing to spend time with. You know, I'm okay them being around my children as well. You know, because I don't expect to be in a relationship for a month, okay, or maybe we'll be just been in that talking stage for a little bit, and then you expect me to introduce you to my kids. No, that is not how it should work. I feel like you need to give it some time, you know, figure out the right way how to do it, and how, you know, make sure your kids are in a good position as well to have somebody new in their life. Because now you can't be thinking about yourself alone. You have to consider everybody around you, like people who depend on you, people who are learning from you. They will also look at who you decide to bring close to you. You know, if these people have certain behaviors, your kids are also going to adopt to them. Because this is somebody now they're going to start being around the whole time. You know.
Do you feel like it would be perfect for somebody that has kids to get to know somebody that has kids as well? Do you feel like with that dynamic, it's making a relationship simpler? Because they're coming from the same same angles of life.
To be honest, I feel like that is how it should be.
Yeah.
but nobody
I just feel like it's perfect.
nobody
If
with
you have a
kids.
kid, you want me to like your kid. And if I have kids, I want you to like my kid.
But the funny thing is
And I always understand where you're coming from with some points.
nobody that has kids
Mm.
wants to date a person with kids.
I mean, like that's for the benefit of those are personal benefits. But for the interest of your kid,
Yeah.
that's the right way.
There's even one day I saw that debate on
Mm.
social media. They're like, why don't I'm not saying this to offend moms or dads that are dealing with children.
Mm.
But I've seen a debate where some people are saying, why don't parents who have kids
Yeah.
date each other? Like single parents who have kids, why don't they date each other?
Yeah.
Like if you have a child from somewhere, but now you're single, you're a single mom, you're a single dad, why don't you date somebody that doesn't have kids? In most cases, these single parents also want somebody who doesn't have kids. I don't know what is the science behind that, but it is how it is. I've not heard of people who have kids together getting into a relationship. I've not heard about it. Have you?
I just feel like, yeah, I have.
Oh.
Sometimes I just feel like having a kid comes with drama from the baby daddy or from the baby mama. You understand?
Or
Because there is this back and forth of responsibilities like child support and all that. Like, so when you don't want to deal with that, you don't want to get a woman that has a kid and comes with that drama. Because this woman could be telling you like, we don't have communication with this guy. He's just being in the picture for the kid, but it always raises questions in your head. Like it always brings like
this is
insecurities
somebody who is going to be in their life
forever. Yeah.
because of the child. So at the end of the day, it is something that people just have to learn to live with.
Yeah.
You can't walk away from it, even if some parents do it sadly. They drop their kids off and they decide life can't move on when they have a kid by themselves, which is sad. I mean, we're sorry it happened, but at the end of the day, you just have to know that this kid is innocent.
Okay, I'll ask you a question. This is personal. Would you date a woman with kids?
Huh.
Yeah, and if yes, why? And if no, why?
First I'll say yes,
Mm-hmm.
because I'll say yes if she's open to having kids again, kids with me. Okay, but if she feels like that's the end of kids, I can't, because
You also want your
I
own
want to
kids.
have kids. I would love to start a family, because I don't think I'm somebody who will treat somebody. If somebody who I'm dating has a kid, I feel like I don't think I'm somebody who would like discriminate a kid or push somebody out because they have a kid. No.
So you like
It
children?
is
That
life.
would be good for you.
Yeah, I'm not saying it right now because I don't. God knows. God knows about that. But we shall. I can't really say much about it. And
I just feel like I would date with somebody with a kid, but also like with some reasons, because I just feel like when you get to know somebody with a kid, it takes away the excitement of you having with the same person like your first child. So when
or like
you have
that
that
joy,
excitement,
that excitement.
So for her, if she has a kid, it's normal. It's her second child. Then for you, it's your first child.
Yeah, I mean that is something.
So your excitement is all the way up in the roof, and then her excitement is low.
Yeah, it's like you don't get to have that excitement of
Together.
being with somebody who's having a kid for the first time as well, and you get to raise the kid for 9 months together until the lady gives birth. I mean I get what you mean.
But
it's
I will be
kind of-
open to it. Like that's the only concern I have, because I just feel like when somebody had a kid, like they had all options to get rid of this pregnancy, and I respect the point of keeping the pregnancy and giving birth to this child.
Raising the child.
I give
and more
different
even
type of respect to
more
this
even
person.
them being a single parent.
Yes,
that is credits right
Yeah,
now.
if I'm rating them, like their rating is all the way up there
Yeah.
than somebody who like, because we know there's plenty of people that are getting rid of these
Yeah,
pregnancies.
a lot of people.
And I respect such decisions of carrying a pregnancy and giving birth to the kids.
Yeah, we give credit to all single moms out there.
Yeah.
You're definitely.
And we
a big
discredit
part of
all
the
men that
community.
don't be men and don't step up for their kids and don't be in
Yeah.
the picture.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, thank you for watching this video.
Mm-hmm.
We hope we're trying to figure out a way to bring in more people and see how much we can push our channel together with you guys. But just like we said, we're open to anybody who wants to come in. Just come, let us know when we can work with whatever schedule, as long as we're all available.
And
That
I would say it's still taking this for granted because by the time we fill up, it's gonna be like closed.
Yeah, you better fill in a spot when
Yeah.
you still can, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it. It's gonna get late. I'm telling you.
We really have a
for sure.
vision for this, and
Yeah.
we're trying to execute that.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Thank you for watching our video. Please share, subscribe, comment. Let everybody know about the Raw Voices.
I mean, we've been roast from day one, like straight up bitterness, as you call it, but it's truth
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. Don't be like some people who are making who tend to have bad decisions that feel like good ideas at 2 a.m. Okay, make sure you're not trying to make decisions at that time. I don't think it's the wisest thing. It's the wisest thing for you to do. It's your boy Jonathan. Actually, please everyone follow our Instagram page. It's called The Raw Voices.
Yeah.
Once you put it in, you should be able to see it. I know that might show up a couple of Raw Voices, but once you put it in, you should be able to see it because we have our faces there and everything. It's not a private page, it's a public page. So you should be able to access it. Please go follow our page. My original page on Instagram is Jonathan_Kasivante. You can also reach me out there and then we can always talk more in details.
And see your boy XOVIC Zovic. And I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone that's subscribing to our page, liking and leaving comments. Of course, like, we can't do this without y'all, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're growing. It could be not too fast, but it's a steady process. And we have a vision that we are not going to give up until we execute it. And what's that vision? Is to talk truth every day and just talk facts and be the voices of people that can't talk and put out this information, because whenever you talk about these things, like, people realize they're not alone. They get to feel comfortable and they get to console their hearts and feel better.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't forget to follow the Instagram page, Raw Voices, everywhere.
Yeah, we're gonna tag it down
Oh yeah.
down on the page.
And thanks for watching this video. Peace.